I'm glad that I had that conversation with you because I didn't have anybody else here to have a heart-to-heart conversation and say what I wanted to say. You were the only person who was there and who dedicated that time to me to have that conversation and figure out if I'm on the right track or a wrong track. So I'll always be ever grateful to you. Resume is the first thing to get in a role, right? So first step is when you're looking for a role is to market your skills, and that is always well covered in a well-drafted resume. So you have to market your skills. You may have a lot of technical skills, verbal, non-verbal skills, but when it comes to marketing yourself, it all gets covered, and that's where the hiring managers look in. That's the first thing when you're going to apply that you would need. So resume and what goes into that resume, that's very, very important. And that is all that me, along with a few other leaders that we learned a couple of years ago when I was working with Sweta.
I think every 5 to 6 years, I invest in resume writing. Every 5 to 6 years. Because I've done my job with my head down for so long, I've forgotten how to talk about it. So I hire somebody to tell me how good I am. It's really what I do. I literally paid somebody 2 years ago, and then I went to Sweta. I said, Sweta, can you just review it? And she did it. She did a review for me too, and she assessed. Right? Those are services I highly encourage.
I wouldn't be lying if I were to say that I had started my job search ever since I got my PR way back in 2019. But nothing really clicked. And thankfully, after I met Sweta in around October last year, I guess, that's when I finally started getting job interviews, and I landed a job at my dream company.
I would definitely consider it as an investment, because so it's like the therapy, right? Like if you're not mentally well, you go to a therapist, try to see what you can do in that. So each even for the job, you need some sort of mentors, you need some sort of coach to see what you can fix. And to be really honest, these are all SMEs that you're working with. These are the mentors, the coach, and all those. They have like years of experience seeing what has gone good, like what didn't go right, what went wrong, what went right, and all those things. So they have like years of experience. So they are sort of SMEs who have seen it all. So getting someone who is experienced to help you write a resume or help you identify the niche that you have is always better. It's an investment.
To be honest, like from my side, I think it was a perfect session and the things I learned, right? But overall, like even moving times around, like if I have to adjusting to my, and customizing that schedule, that was the great thing I liked.
The company I was with, I went through a bit of readjustment and layoffs. And I had gone through a layoff previously when some companies had shut down. And in the past, I've had outplacement, which I've gone to this time around. Even though I'd been either both a hiring manager and out interviewing, I was looking for something a little bit more personable, a little bit different. So I was reaching out to some different people. I reached out to about 3 outplacements, including Sweta. And I was looking for that personal touch, something that would carry on more than just a time of 1 hour and a quick discussion. So with Sweta, it was great because she was personable. We were able to talk and have a dialogue. What was different with Sweta is, like I said, the personal one-on-one dialogue that got to know me a little bit with my own challenges and my own career path and some of what I needed. So it was a tailored, sessions that we had, which was good. So it wasn't just a package that we went through an agenda and checked the box each as we went through, which I appreciate.
Journey, I know that I can do what my job is. Like as a profession, my accounting, I can do it. But resume writing is not my profession, or career coaching is not my profession. I need the industry professional to help me. I know this from very beginning, because as soon as I got your feedback on my resume, I'm like, I'm not good at it. And I don't want to waste my time doing something that I'm not good at. Rather, I would focus on getting myself, my professional forte better and hire someone who is there in the industry, already doing what I need, has successful stories and testimonies around it, I was more than happy to invest in, because I knew that this is an investment that is going to lay the foundation, right? So that was my thought process. And the way you have led my from resume to my job to my job moving, the negotiation things, I think it has been an upward trend for me.
And I love the confidence which you always have. You're always pumped up and you're always on top on things. And nothing is bad. Everything is so, so, so good. And keep it up the way you are working, the way you are influencing people. And one thing I want to say, you are making a real difference. I know people are saying we are making difference, but they are not. I was always like almost being stressed because I know how to do a job properly. But why I'm not getting a job? Because I don't know how to speak in an interview. This is what you taught me. This is what you taught me, the value of branding yourself. That money is worth spending hour that I did on myself. But why they're not teaching this in school? Because this is the most important thing they need to do in the college. I remember nothing personal, nothing offensive, but what they taught us in the college, that's what we implement, but that's not working. Right? The way cover letter they are teaching, okay, explain your past experience, then relate. Nobody is interested to read those cover letters. The cover letter that you gave me, that is something unique, that is something different, that is something people are gonna read. Before, no path at all. I go for an interview and then coming home, nothing. Not even a follow-up email from employer, nothing. And I feel good now overall. Very, very, very good. And I'm so happy and thank you.
Being a chartered accountant, I always believed that experts are there to do their job, and we cannot become an expert in somebody else's job. And learning it on its own would have its own requirement of investment of time. I would invest money and get the thing done with the help of an expert who is actually helping me out in getting things on that I have already done. I might not be good in my communication, writing it down on my resume, the experiences that I have. I might be good in my accounting. So that's the thing. I did not have a second thought on it that I should invest it on getting it done with an expert.
Satisfied. I wish I came to you earlier, right after I came to Canada. Like that, it was perfect. I have no words to explain how it was good for me, because when I started the course, I only wanted to get my resume done and the LinkedIn profile. And maybe I was like, okay, if she's too good, she will train me in the interview. But this is like full, like it's perfect.
Very consoling. So, that helped me regain confidence in myself. And then, I paused and then, it was bad during the beginning. And but three, two offers, and in one of them I'm in references stage.
I was in touch with Sweta for a very, very long time, probably a year and a half, since 2019. So that's the time when I was actually following Teach and Do very closely on LinkedIn. And there was a break point in my life and I was like, Sweta, hey, you gotta help me out. I am in a bad spot right now. I really don't know what to do. And Sweta found out that what was lacking and what could help me build. I took the resume writing class. I applied to a couple of jobs. I cracked a few interviews here and there, multiple interviews, obviously, and finally got what I wanted.
perfect. If you do the wrong way with the wrong intentions, I say quiet hiring is not going to work. And when I reflect back, I felt like, you know what, that was a wage theft. Why do you need to come back, right? Micromanagers are like, I need to literally watch. You got to understand the environment and see if there's something you can do, self-reflect. So by 90 days, I figured it out, self-reflected, what's working, what's not working. And the reality was completely different. If you Google whitening resume, a lot of people are concerned about it. If you want extra from me, what's in for me? I'm gonna go somewhere that I am celebrated.